example, which is a deviation from Mendelian laws, which is codominance, which is a codominance. Now, what is this codominance? We will try to understand what is codominance with a typical example. A cross is made between a spotted lentil seed. A spotted lentil seed. So this is a seed with spots, large sized spots. A cross is made between a spotted lentil seed and a dotted lentil seed. A dotted lentil seed. So this is a lentil seed with dots. So when a cross is made between a spotted lentil seed with a dotted lentil seed, that is the smallest, the offspring of F1 generation. This is the offspring of F1 generation. The F1 generation offspring showed both spotted and dotted feature. It is both spotted and dotted feature. It is spotted, dotted lentil seed. This is a spotted, dotted lentil seed. So the F1 offspring showed both spotted feature and dotted feature. It is a spotted, dotted lentil seed. On self-pollination of F1 generation, on self-pollination of F1, pollination of F1, we will get offspring of F2 generation. We will get offspring of F2 generation. And what is the self-pollination of F1? What is the genotype of F1? It is capital S, small s, which is both the spotted and dotted lentil seed. So, capital S, small s versus capital S, small s. Make a checkerboard. Capital S into capital S, spotted seed. Capital S into small s is a spotted, dotted seeded. Capital S into small s, spotted, dotted seeded. Small s into small s, dotted seeded. So from this typical example, we can understand that in heterozygous condition, the two alleles do not show dominant recessive relationship. They do not show dominant recessive relationship. Both the characters represented by the alleles are equally expressed. Both the characters represented by the alleles are equally expressed. Therefore, in F1 generation, we can notice the spotted as well as dotted nature in the lentil seed. spotted as well as a dotted nature in the dentil sheet, and this is called codominance. So what is a codominance? Codominance means in heterozygous condition, in heterozygous condition, the alleles, what are the alleles in the present case? Capital S, small s. The alleles express both the characters, in heterozygous condition, the alleles express both the characters. That means the allele S, capital S, is equally dominant with small s. That means capital S and small s are codominant. The capital S is equally dominant with small s. Therefore, the alleles capital S and the small s are codominant. So, in heterozygous condition, the alleles express both the characters. What are the characters? Spotted seeded nature and dotted seeded nature. So, the F1 seeds, dentil seeds are spotted dotted seeds. All selfing the F1 generation, offspring of F2 generation are obtained. One is found to be spotted dentil seed plants. The other two are spotted dotted dental seed plants, and the third is fourth one is the dotted dental seed plant. This is a typical case of codominance. This is a typical case of codominance. And let us examine one more case for codominance, that is blood group inheritance in man. Blood group inheritance. The blood group inheritance in man is also an example of codominance. Let us examine. Say for example, the person's blood group is A. If the person's blood group is A, its genotype is IA. Its genotype is IA. Or its genotype is IO. The blood group of a person is said to be A blood group when the genotype of the blood group is AA, capital S. When the genotype of the blood group is only one A, then it is also A group. And the person with the blood group B means it is IB. IB is a person with the blood group B, or with IB I, or you can say O. Here also the person is with the blood group B. If you observe the third case, a person with blood group O is IO. IO. That's all. He is a person with a blood group O. Now the fourth case in human being is the person with the blood group AB has IA, IB. So what is our understanding from this? Our understanding from this is A gene or A allele responsible for blood group A allele is, observe this case, A allele is dominant over O. Therefore, in heterozygous condition, that is IA, IO, the blood group is still A blood group. The blood group is still A blood group. And for B blood group, take this case. B allele is dominant over O. That means IB, IO is the heterozygous condition. Still the blood group is B blood group, as the B is dominant over O. But in this case, with this genotype IA, capital A, IB, the blood group is AB blood group. The reason for this is the allele A is codominant, means equally dominant with allele B. That means A allele and B allele are equally expressible. They have the equal strength of expression. Therefore, the blood group is AB. Therefore, the blood group is AB blood group. So, even the inheritance of blood groups such as AB blood group in human being is an example of codominance. So, codominance is a phenomenon in which, in heterozygous condition, the alleles express both the characters. That means the strength of one allele is the same as that of the other allele. So, the capital S and small s in this case, lentil seed case, is said to be codominant, and hence both spotted and dotted nature is found in offspring of F1 generation. When the offspring of F1 generation are subjected to, say for example, self-pollination, we will get offspring of F2 generation, wherein one is found to be spotted seeded, two are found to be spotted dotted seeded, and one is found to be dotted seeded. Now let us examine the code codominance nature of AB blood group in man. AB blood group in man. The codominance feature of AB blood group in man. A person with blood group AB, say for example, father with AB blood group happens to marry mother with AB blood group. So both the father and mother, husband and wife are with AB blood groups. Then how will be their children or progeny? Now allow to checkerboard method, it is IA, IB. It is IA, IB. Now we are going to get the children of this couple with the AB blood groups. Now one child has A blood group, the second child has AB blood group, even the third child has AB blood group, and the fourth child has B blood group. That means the ratio is one child is with A blood group and two children are with AB blood group and one child with B blood group. Therefore, the ratio is 1:2, 2:1, both phenotypically and genotypically. So it is an example of codominance. Let us compare this with that of spotted lentil seed versus dotted lentil seed. This is a spotted lentil seed genotype, and this is a dotted lentil seed genotype. The F1 lentil plants are with both spotted and dotted character. On self-pollination, we will get offspring of F2 generation. Now let us examine the offspring of F2 generation. So one is spotted lentil seed plant. One is spotted lentil seed plant. Two are spotted dotted lentil seed plants. Spotted dotted lentil seed plants. And one is dotted lentil seed plants. So when you analyze these results of both the examples, we can clearly understand that the alleles, when brought together in heterozygous condition, when they have the equal strength of expression, then both the characters are seen in the offspring. then it is called codominance. So, the examples of codominance is appearance of spotted dotted lentil sheath nature and also AB blood groups in human being. So now we are going to discuss one more important topic in the field of genetics, that is mutation. Mutation. And what is this mutation? A mutation is a sudden change. A mutation is any hereditary change. Any hereditary change in the genetic makeup of an individual. That is mutation. So, mutation is any heritable change or hereditary change. Any hereditary change in the genetic makeup. In the genetic makeup of an individual. That is a mutation. A mutation is any hereditary change in the genetic makeup of an individual. Mutation theory. Mutation theory. It was proposed by Hugo de Vries. De Vries proposed mutation theory by observing mutations in a plant evening primrose. The scientific name of this evening primrose is Inothera lamarckiana. So, mutation theory was proposed by Hugo de Vries. Proposed by Hugo de Vries. De Vries observed mutations in a plant called evening primrose. Evening primrose. Its scientific name is Inothera lamarckiana. Is the scientific name of evening primrose. So, De Vries observed mutations in evening primrose, Inothera lamarckiana. But the scientific study of mutations for the first time was conducted by Morgan in fruit fly, that is Drosophila. The scientific study on mutations was first conducted by Morgan on fruit fly. The scientific name of fruit fly is Drosophila melanogaster. Drosophila melanogaster is the scientific name of a fruit fly. Now, the substances are the agents which induce mutation. Which induce mutation means which cause mutation. The substances or agents which induce mutation or which cause mutation are called mutagens. There are physical mutagens like X-rays, ultraviolet rays, and there are so many chemical mutagens like colchicine. I have given one example, colchicine. So the agents which induce mutation are called mutagens, and these mutations are broadly classified into three types. One is gene mutations, second is genomatic mutations, and the third is chromosomal mutations. So mutations can be studied under three heads. One is gene mutations, then genomatic mutations, and chromosomal mutations. Now we are going to study what are these gene mutations. Now we are going to study what are these gene mutations. Let's start things. A gene mutation is also called point mutation. A gene mutation is also called point mutation. So, for better understanding of gene mutation, let me revise what are the nitrogenous bases or nitrogen bases in a chief genetic material, DNA. The nitrogen bases in DNA are classified into two types. They are purine bases and pyrimidine bases. The purine bases in DNA are adenine, and guanine. These are the purine bases in DNA. The pyrimidine bases in DNA are thymine and cytosine. Thymine and cytosine are the pyrimidine bases in DNA. These nitrogen bases, they form their respective nucleotides. Say for example, adenine forms its respective nucleotide, adenine nucleotide, guanine its nucleotide, similarly thymine its nucleotide, and cytosine its nucleotide. So what is a nucleotide? What is a nucleotide? Say for example, if the nitrogenous base is adenine, there is a nitrogenous base adenine, and there is a sugar, say pentose sugar, with phosphate, then it is a nucleotide. So a nucleotide is formed of a nitrogen base, maybe a purine or pyrimidine base, with the pentose sugar and phosphate. So you should have this knowledge when you want to understand the mechanism of point mutation or gene mutation. This gene mutation or point mutation is of two types. One is substitution, and the second is frame shift mutation. So this gene mutation or point mutation is of two types. One is a substitution and the other is a frame shift mutation. Then what is a substitution? What is substitution? Substitution means one nitrogen base or its nucleotide, one nitrogen base is replaced with the other. Then it is called substitution. So what is substitution? One nitrogen base is replaced with the other. Say for example, adenine is replaced with guanine, or thymine is replaced with cytosine, or cytosine with thymine, or guanine with adenine. I will repeat. Substitution means one nitrogen base is replaced with the other. Adenine is replaced with guanine, or guanine with adenine. Similarly, thymine is replaced with cytosine or cytosine with thymine. This is one type of substitution. Now let me explain this. When adenine is replaced with guanine means one purine is replaced with another purine. One purine is replaced with another purine. Or one pyrimidine is replaced with the other pyrimidine or another pyrimidine. So one purine is replaced with another purine, and one pyrimidine is replaced with another pyrimidine. Now follow this example. The example is GPT. Observe the change that you have noticed. GTT becoming ATT. What is G here? G refers to guanine. Now this guanine is some kind of purine. This guanine is replaced with adenine A. That means one purine, that is guanine, is replaced with another purine, that is adenine. This is one example. Then one pyrimidine by another pyrimidine. Say for example, ETA becoming CTA. In this case, thymine is one kind of pyrimidine. This thymine is replaced by another pyrimidine, that is cytosine. When one purine is replaced with another purine or one pyrimidine by another pyrimidine, then this kind of substitution is called transition. So, what is a transition? Transition is one kind of substitution in which one purine is replaced with another purine. In this case, G is replaced with A. That is, purine G, guanine is replaced with purine adenine. Or one pyrimidine is replaced with another pyrimidine. That is, thymine pyrimidine is replaced with another pyrimidine, that is cytosine. So, whenever the purine is replaced by another purine or pyrimidine is replaced with another pyrimidine, this kind of substitution is called transition. So, substitution by transition, this is one type. There is another type of substitution, that is substitution by translocation. Substitution by transition, and the another is substitution by translocation. Now we are going to discuss this in the next class.